Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your boy AP the Fragrance King, man. I'm coming back at y'all today because I got some heat for you. You know what I'm saying? I got some heat for you. Look, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here to bless y'all and put y'all on game with some stuff, man. But today is the day. I got two fragrances that I'm about to put y'all on game. It's not gonna break the bank, nothing like that. So if you somebody that's looking to be somebody and still have a little bit of money in your pocket, then you came to the right place, man. Without further ado, we're not even gonna waste any time getting this thing started, man. A lot of y'all done heard about a whole bunch of these houses, these dupe houses, new and up and coming companies that are challenging the big wigs. They're challenging the Parfums des Marlys of the world. They're challenging the Louis Vuittons of the world. They challenging all of these different entities, right? Because they want to make their mark in the game. They want to make their mark in the game just like everybody else made their mark in the game. You got to start somewhere. So why not start with some inspired by fragrances, right? The Louis Vuitton imaginations, the lovers, the Bulgarian Tigars of the world. Why not start with some of those heavy hitters if you're trying to get your fragrance company off the ground, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today with this house, right? And I'm sure a lot of you've heard of it. Game of Spades by Joe Milano, right? Game of Spades has been around for a little bit, right? But they just recently, man, over the past few years, started making a huge dent in the game when it came to putting out fragrances that was mass appealing for everybody and that everybody wanted to put their nose on, right? So I said, you know what? I'm AP the Fragrance King, so why not check it out? Why not give it a shot? Give them a shout. If I like it, I'll be buying a lot more from them. So I had to start off with these two fragrances that I'm about to get ready to talk about today, right? And so the first fragrance that I'm going to be talking about today is a fragrance that's inspired by what many believe to be a cult classic, right? Um, and it's made by Mason Francis Kirkjohn. Okay, and you already know if I say MFK, then you more than likely think that I'm either talking about Oud Satin Mood or I'm talking about Baccarat Rouge 540. Well, guess what? I'm talking about Baccarat Rouge 540 and this baby right here, right? This little baby right here. Game of Spades Rouge. As you can see, it come in a nice case, right? It come in a nice case, man. And when you open it up the inside, it look like this right here. Okay. It look like that right there. And the bottle in and of itself is a pretty sturdy bottle. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked like. Beautiful bottle. Beautiful bottle, right? Game of Spades Rouge. So as you can tell by the bottle, you more than likely think and probably saying to yourself, and it's called Game of Spades Rouge, Eau de Parfum, right? So it's clearly a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone. But we about to get ready to see if it's really a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone or if it's a total miss, right? If it's a total miss, I'm gonna let you know. So we're gonna go ahead and get a couple of sprays on a testing strip. All right. We're gonna see what that atomizer look like. Here we go. All right, let that dry down a little bit. I can already smell it in the air. And I can tell you, it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. All right. Okay. All right, I gotta let that dry down a little bit. Um, in the air, smell like Baccarat Rouge 540, but um, when you put it on this testing strip, you can get hints of Baccarat Rouge 540, but then there's also a tartness, if you will. There's a tartness to it, but you could definitely pick up the fact that it's inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540, not Baccarat, not the original Baccarat Rouge 540, right? This is inspired by the Extrait de Parfum. The Extrait de Parfum smells a little bit different than the original Baccarat Rouge 540, right? And it's been a minute since I put my nose on the Extrait de Parfum. So let me just tell you right off the bat. At first sniff, it's not a one-on-one. I would say about 85% Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum. To my nose, I pick up, so in the Baccarat, you got some burnt strawberry jam type of scent, right? Um, in this particular scent profile, I pick up a fruit, but I don't pick up strawberry. I pick up, well, I do pick up the strawberry, but I pick up like a cherry essence, a light cherry essence to this particular fragrance, right? But it smells good. It smells very good, right? So let me put a little bit on the skin, see how that performs on the skin. All right, so I'm gonna talk to y'all while we let that dry down. Okay. All right, so let's look up the note breakdown for this. So the note breakdown according to Fragrantica. So the main, of course, is amber, woody, floral, animalic, musky. Okay. Um, Top notes are jasmine, bergamot, lavender. Middle notes are amberwood, ambergris. Base notes are woody notes and musk, right? So you can absolutely pick up on all of those things, all of those different essences when it come down to the notes that's in this particular fragrance. And I'm smelling it now on my skin. It smells better on my skin than it does on the testing strip. And that happens sometimes depending on what fragrances that you're smelling, right? And depending on what you have on your skin. Right now, I don't have anything on this hand, so I'm picking up the full essence of the fragrance. I can tell you right now that there's a tartness to the fragrance that I'm still picking up, but it smells good. Can I absolutely tell that it's a Baccarat Rouge 540? I don't want to even call it a dupe because you can actually put this in its own category and just say that it smells similar to Baccarat without actually calling it a dupe. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I'm not even gonna call it a Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum dupe. I'm just gonna say that this is a fragrance inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, it's definitely not a one-on-one. I say about 80 to 85% you're gonna get, but with this particular fragrance, man, I can already tell that it's stronger off the skin. It's stronger off the skin than Baccarat. When I put Baccarat on the skin, I can smell it. But then, like I said, after about 10, 15 minutes, it kind of goes away. But other people can pick it up. This, I can tell you right now, it's pumping off the skin. It's pumping off the skin, right? And that's not what Baccarat Rouge 540 is known for. So if you're somebody that don't want to spend $500 to $700 on a fragrance, then I definitely recommend that you go and check out this fragrance. That you go and check out this fragrance, man. Um, you can find this fragrance on discounters. You can go to the Joe Milano website, and it's not gonna hit you in the head. I want to say you can get this fragrance for probably about 60 to $65. And if you look around and you shop around, you could probably get it for cheaper than that. Okay, so go out and get it, man. You will not be disappointed, especially if you're a Baccarat Rouge 540 fan. You will not be disappointed by this fragrance. Go out and pick it up, man. Tell them AP the Fragrance King sent you. Will I be rocking this? I'm definitely gonna rock it and see what it does. All right. So I told y'all at the beginning of this video that I had two fragrances that I wanted to talk about. This next fragrance, I'm gonna tell you, man, this thing but not disappoint, okay? Because this is supposed to be inspired by one of my favorite summer freshies of all time. All right. So, and I don't want it to fail. I actually want this to be a great partnership. And somebody I can spend my money with. Somebody that I can spend my money with moving forward, right? And I'm talking about this time around, man. I'm talking about Joe Milano, Game of Spades, Full House. Joe Milano, Game of Spades, Full House. All right. We about to check this out. I'm excited to check this one out. I do like Baccarat Rouge 540, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite fragrance of all time. It's not one of those fragrances that I just reach for and say, yeah, I'm about to go to put this on. I'm about to turn heads, right? Maybe some other people feel different about it, but me, not so much, right? So the presentation for this particular fragrance is much like the fragrance that we just showed. This is what the inside of the casing looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I love the bottle, man. Blue, blue is my favorite color, so I absolutely love that bottle. So it's a win already because it's a blue bottle. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and get a couple of sprays on a testing strip. See, these atomizers are top of the line atomizers, if you ask me. I like that distribution. It's a wide distribution. I can tell you right now, in the air, I can't tell the difference. It smells just like Louis Vuitton Imagination in the air. Okay. Hold up. This thing, I think they nailed it. On this testing strip, if this hit like this on my skin, I'm telling you right now, Joe Milano got a winner in this particular fragrance. They got a winner in this particular fragrance. This thing, this thing is hitting. This thing is hitting. You know what? Let's get the real deal out. Let's put it up. Let's put it up against the real deal. Let's put it up against imagination. Let's see what it smells like. All right. Let's see. Hey. Let's see what that smells like. Give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. Man. So this right here is Joe Milano, Full House. This is a sharper version of the actual imagination. This pumps harder off of this testing strip than imagination pumps off this testing strip. But you absolutely can't tell the difference. I'll be able to tell the difference because this right here settles down on your skin real, real nice. But it's a winner, man. Um, this right here is a winner. So let's just go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. Let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty with this particular fragrance. I'm gonna tell you the note breakdown, then we're gonna talk some more about this, man. Cause right now, this right here might be a one. So let's look up the note breakdown for Full House. All right. So the note breakdown for Full House, the main of course, right, is a citrus, fresh, spicy, amber, green, woody, musky, and warm, spicy scent. Warm, spicy scent, right? Um, top notes, you're gonna get citron, Sicilian orange. Sicilian orange is in Louis Vuitton Imagination. You got bergamot, and then you got middle notes. You have Nigerian ginger, right? You got Tunisian neroli, which is also in Louis Vuitton Imagination. You got cinnamon, and then in the base notes, you got Chinese black tea. You got ambroxan, Gaiac wood, and Alabama, right? So it does have some extra notes in here, but for the most part, it has the exact same notes that you would get in Louis Vuitton Imagination. And I like it. I can still smell it in the air right now, man. I'm gonna put some on this other hand. We're gonna let that settle down a little bit, man. Right now, I'm loving this thing. You cannot, fellas, look, if you somebody that don't want to spend $345 on a bottle of Louis Vuitton's finest, Imagination, look, what's stopping you from going out and spend $60 on this right here? And you can smell just like many of us that actually wearing the real thing. Every time I get low on my Louis Vuitton Imagination, I go right back to the LV store and I spend the money to re-up on that fragrance, right? It's one of those fragrances that I'm always keeping in my collection because I feel like I can wear it year round. And it, listen, this thing is dancing on my skin right now. It's dancing on my skin right now. This top of the line, man. This right here, I'm gonna go ahead and give it, man. This right here is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. It's about a 97% similarity to imagination. 97%. You heard it right here. 97%. And I'll put everything on the line for that. It's 97% for towards imagination, man. This is a win. I blind bought this. Didn't really know how it was gonna smell, but it's a win for me. This is one of the few times I've actually blind bought a fragrance and actually won on it. With this one, all right. With this one right here, it's not a bad scent. The more it dries down though, the more it smells like Louis Vuitton. The more it smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. The more it dries down, it's starting to smell even more like Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you're a Baccarat Rouge 540 fan, you can't go wrong with this one either, man. You can't go wrong with this one either. Go out and get your nose on it. All right. I'm not gonna waste any more of y'all time. For this fragrance, I give this a 7 or a 7.5 out of 10. That's just me because it's a personal preference. I like Baccarat Rouge 540, but it's not my favorite fragrance of all time. Do I rock Baccarat Rouge 540? Yes, I do. But I got to be in the mood to actually wear it. Excuse me, man. I think I'm coming down with a cold. But you got to be in the mood to wear it. At least I do. All right. So if you're somebody that's a fan of Louis Vuitton Imagination, and you're somebody that's a fan of Baccarat Rouge 540, and you don't want to spend the money on it, then guess what? I already found you an alternative. If you Louis Vuitton Imagination, go get this. Joe Milano Game of Spades, Full House. And if you like Baccarat Rouge 540, then go and get Joe Milano Game of Spades Rouge. You can't go wrong with either one of them. Either one of them. Go get them. Listen, tell them your boy AP the Fragrance King sent you. That's it for me for the day, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe. Send it to your closest friends, your grandma, your grandpa, your auntie, everybody. Let them know that if they're trying to smell good, then this is the channel to do it. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I'm out.